as bad as the Nazi flag. I want to say something about Kyle Chapmen real quick. People ask me. He's another man. They say, Joey, stay away from him. Stay away from him. He doesn't represent you. Well, let me tell you something about Kyle Chapmen. This guy, through rally, obviously, he got pretty famous because he beat the crap out of some Antifa, but that was self-defense, all right? And he was dressed up like a superhero. He had the gas mask on, he had the shield. The first time I showed my wife that, on March 5th, she goes, Joey, are you sure that wasn't you? Because that's something I totally would have done, to dress up like a superhero and beat the crap out of Antifa that's charging in because the police stood down. But let me say something real quick. April 15th, we were down there. He threw this rally. He had the courage to throw a rally in the most dangerous spot in the United States of America for any conservative. And the mayor had the police stand down because he wanted Antifa to chase us out of town, just like Milo, because they run wild. Antifa is the strong arm of the mayor. And so we had some real strong citizens stand outside a complete war zone, including Kyle. I saw Kyle charge into a crowd to pull someone out. It takes real courage. John Beavers got his nose broke. Dave got knocked up pretty good. All these guys got knocked up real good. But here's what I'm trying to say. He had the courage to do that. And what happened? 12 days later, he throws another rally. The world was so disgusted about what happened in April. The pressure came down on the mayor, and the mayor actually enforced the law, and he was able to throw a peaceful rally. Not one person hurt. Not one person hurt. And that is what I'm about. Being a Christian and stuff, that's what I'm about. It's about going into the spots you're not supposed to be and pave the way for everyone else. Because now conservatives can throw rallies in Berkeley and they know they will be protected by the police. In my opinion, Kyle Chapmen is a true patriot. What he did, just a normal man, standing tall, and now he is an icon. Let's hear it for Kyle Chapmen.
What's up, everybody? My name is Kyle Chapmen, also known as Based Stickman. Good to see you all here today. Look at this beautiful sea of warriors and patriots. You guys are gorgeous. Let's hear it for freedom, everybody. So listen, I was just a normal guy, and I heard about this rally that was happening in Berkeley, and no conservatives had dared throw a rally in Berkeley, California before. So I knew very well the Antifa presence in Berkeley, the violent leftist presence, the communist presence. I knew that these people were going to be under serious threat. And I showed up there that day. I came with two other individuals, and we showed up there to protect those people, protect ourselves, and to make sure that that rally would be carried off with as little violence as possible. And I was just one person, just one person. You know, I made a shield, I took a stick, threw my gas mask on and my helmet, and I went in there and I cracked the skulls of some commies that were attacking us. And now today, we're all here together, standing up for liberty and freedom. But my point is this, is if you want this country to stay free, you have to be willing to sacrifice. Our founding fathers, our ancestors, my ancestors that were on the boats at the Boston Tea Party, they knew they faced the threat of violence, death, incarceration for their actions. Actions that brought us our constitutional and free republic. And if that republic that they gave us is to stay free, you have to be willing to bleed. So here's the deal, guys. We keep showing up to rallies like this. We show up. The whole point of this rally is that it goes off without a hitch. We don't come here looking for violence. We don't come here looking to mix it up. On the other hand, you've got Antifa, right? They call themselves anti-fascists. We all know they're not anti-fascists, right? These communists that call themselves Antifa, they show up masked. They show up with weapons. They throw bombs at us. They were throwing rocks at us at the last rally. These guys... yeah, so we have to show up in the threat of physical violence. We have to show up in these liberal enclaves where people of conservative thought and ideology are being systematically oppressed. We have to back up our right-wing brothers and sisters. Okay, I'm currently stuck in the Bay Area. I live just south of San Francisco. You can't walk down the street in San Francisco with a MAGA hat on. You'll get attacked. I mean, you could, but you're going to be mixing it up. Same thing in Berkeley. That has got to change. This needs to be a discussion brought to the forefront. Organized leftist violence, organized leftist oppression of right-wing ideology and thought needs to be talked about, guys. It needs to come to an end. And that's what we're doing here today. We're bringing this shit to an end. We're done. We've had enough of it. So I want to talk a little bit about God. Is that okay with you guys? That's good to know. It's not okay with them. It's not okay with these other guys across the street because these are godless people. All right? So you look at nations that have continued to embrace God. Nations like America. You can go to Eastern Europe, places like Poland, Russia. They've continued to embrace God. They have not forgotten their Christian roots. And those nations are still standing strong. But then you go to the secular nations where where the majority of people have lost their connection with God. Now, let's just look at Western Europe. What's happening over there? It's not good, guys. They've lost their connection with God. They've lost their connection with their Christian roots. And now they are facing an Islamic jihad. We have to remember God in what we do. We have to remember that in the drafting of the Declaration of Independence, God was mentioned 4 times. And we have to remember that our rights are given to us by God, and they are inalienable. No state gives us our rights. Our rights are given to us at birth by God. And can be taken away by no one, ever. And we have to fight for that. We have to maintain our relationship with God. Now, you don't necessarily have to be a Christian. You can be, New Age or spiritual. I even know some hedonists and some Odinists, but they have a connection with God. They have a connection with what's right and with what's wrong. And that connection with God is the antithesis of leftist communist ideology. Communism seeks to stamp Christianity out of its nations. Communism seeks to eradicate God from the political discourse and the diatribe. We can't let that happen here. And we're going to stand strong. We're going to stand with God. God is with us. He has our back, people. President Trump's going to have our back for the next 8 years, and we're going to take this country back. Once again, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Everybody, I want you to remember all the people that came together to make this rally happen. We have Joey Gibson, Patriot Prayer. Please, everybody, give it up for Joey Gibson. We've got Stuart Rhodes of the Oath Keepers. Very important. Let's hear it for the Oath Keepers, guys. We've got the 3%ers and our militia guys, our diehard constitutionalists. Let's hear it for the 3%ers. Hey guys, we can't forget my brothers over here. My Proud Boys. Let's hear it for the Proud Boys. You guys don't know who the Proud Boys are. It's a Western chauvinist organization. We seek to bring back traditional American values to our society. We seek to end political correctness, and we seek an embracing of Western civilization, and we stand for the defense of Western civilization. So if you guys are interested, please talk to your Proud Boys over here. They'll be talking to you, and then maybe you can join the group. All right, guys. So last but not least, We all stand for one single thing, and that one single thing is freedom. What do